Hi. Can you give us your name?
My name's Greg Frankus. I'm a fire and life safety educator with the Charlotte Fire Department.
Excellent. Well, today we're on site here at the Charlotte Fire Station here on Mallard Creek Road, and Officer Frank, you say officer?
You can.
Okay, Officer Frankus is going to kind of give us some little tips and stuff on things we might do here in Charlotte to make ourselves a little bit safer at the fire department, especially during Fire Safety Month. So, are you originally from Charlotte?
No, I'm not. I'm a transplant like many others here.
Oh, great.
But I've been here for 23 years.
Excellent.
And both my kids have been born and raised here, so this is home to us now.
Excellent. Well, welcome to our little snippet here for community service. Basically, can you give us a few tips as homeowners or potential homeowners of things that you're seeing in the community regarding, the unsafe things we're doing with respect to fires?
Well, the leading cause of home fires is unattended cooking, where people put something on the stove or in the oven to cook, they become distracted, they forget, or believe it or not, they actually leave the house and go run errands.
Oh my.
That food's left unattended, something happens, a fire starts, there's nobody there to realize that. We get the call, and many times it's after the fire's done a lot of damage.
Oh my. So one of the things that you think we could do is be more attentive while we're, I guess, doing our regular cooking. But
Right.
Are there any other things around the house that we might do to kind of keep ourselves safe?
Sure. Smoke alarms are the best fire protection in your home right now. Make sure they work. Test them. Have a home evacuation plan and practice that with your family members. Smoke alarms, at least one on each level of your home. Better yet, outside all sleeping areas, and even better than that, inside each bedroom.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for telling us that. So how often do people need to test their batteries for either their, I guess, carbon monoxide detector or their smoke detector?
At least once a month, you should check your batteries. Also, if your smoke alarms make a chirping sound, that indicates a low battery, and it should be changed then too.
Oh, great. Okay, so do you see, what kind of fires typically do you see kind of throughout the Charlotte area? Are they mostly just the cooking fires, or are there some other things that we should be alerted to?
Well, yes, cooking is the leading cause, but also what you have to be careful of in your home is use of heating equipment, fireplaces, kerosene heaters, things like that. Electrical, we don't want you to overload those electrical outlets or use extension cords, put cords underneath furniture. Those are also causes of fire in homes that can really be prevented with a little bit of forethought by the property owner.
Okay. And then during the summer months, do you see any, like outdoor type fires, maybe in parks, or just, I guess, generally us out while we're maybe doing a little grilling?
Well, grilling is cooking too. It's a form of cooking. And just like you should not leave the stove in your house unattended, you should not leave the grill unattended. You have to be careful where you put that grill. Make sure you're not within 10 feet of any combustible surface, either horizontal or vertical. And this includes things like pine needles, mulch, dried vegetation,
Wow.
buildings, anything. Be very cautious of where that grill is. Make sure you stay there with it just like you should in the kitchen.
Great. Now, when we're trying to determine the placement of our home or the location of where we want to live at, what sorts of things do consumers need to think about in respect to how close we are to fire stations?
Well, if they buy a house in Charlotte, they're fortunate to have a fire department that is accredited nationally.
Wow.
So we do a good job of responding to all emergencies. Our stations are strategically located throughout the city so that we have response time within that 4 to 6 minute range to anywhere.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of, I guess, as you're driving your fire truck and speeding down the road to get to a fire promptly, what are things that consumers can do to support you in that effort to get to the fire promptly?
Well, what we want them to do is realize that we're on our way to an emergency. And just like somebody else needs help, it might be you one day who's waiting for us to get there. Motorists should pull to the right and stop. Give the firefighters the right of way, let them get where they're going safely so they can remediate the situation as quickly as possible. And if you do that, hopefully in the event that you ever have an emergency, people will do that and allow us to get to you quicker too.
Excellent, excellent. Any other tips that you might have either for homeowners or in general regarding fire prevention?
Fire prevention is something that you have to think about all the time. Anybody can become a victim of fire, whether you're young or old, whether you're home with other people or by yourself. So always be aware of what you're doing, of your surroundings. We want you to stay safe and stay alive.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time out.
You're
and I'm going
welcome.
to stick my little cell phone
Okay.
next to you
You're
because I want to get
welcome.
some pictures.
There you go.
Thank you so much for all the work
You're
that
welcome.
you do. Excellent. Thanks. I appreciate that.